looks like I'm living rent-free in your heads again, huh? I mean, if you're gonna spend your days obsessing over me, you might as well start calling me something respectable. Maybe Daddy Shizzy, or better yet, Papa Nut. Who's the grown-up here? Alright, it's me. Let's go. Call me Daddy. Yeah, that's who I am. Running your mind's like a master plan. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy. Take your pick. I'm alone in your thoughts while you still act sick. Call me Daddy. It's what you mean. Why you chase the crooks and I take the lead? Living rent-free. That's my name. Go ahead, say it. Put some respect on the name. Man, I'm too old. Well, here's a surprise. I'm the one with the brains. Why you're stuck with the lies? You act like you're experts, but here's the reality. I'm the one controlling your mental reality. So while you're out there trying to throw shade, I'm sipping coffee and you're feeling betrayed. You're mad, I got the spotlight, now it's my time. So why not call me Daddy or Papa with a rhyme? I'm the landlord and you're just the tenants, stuck in your headspace with no end to sight, no repentance. Call me Daddy, you know it's true. You'd be lost without me, stuck in the glue. Call me Daddy, I'm holding your mind while you're scrambling, trying to find what's behind. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, don't you see? You're living in my world now, I'm the VIP. Call me Daddy, just let it be. While you're trying to figure out your own identity. Oh, I see you're confused, trying to get it right, spinning your wheels while I'm out of sight. You think you've got it figured, but you got it all wrong. I've been running your minds all along. But sure, keep pretending you don't care. Keep saying you're done, but I'm still in the air. You got no choice but to bow to my name. Daddy Shizzy is here to own the game. You say you don't watch, but you're obsessed. Every word I say puts you to the test. Call me Daddy, Papa Nut, you know you should. Because I've been living rent-free, and you know it feels good. Shizzy Daddy, owning your headspace, and there's no escape. Good luck with that.
Good evening, everybody. Man, oh man, do we have a good one for you tonight. I'm sure that you've all seen the video. But if you haven't, just go over there, catch it, check it out. I want to be commenting on it. Welcome, Tug Raiders. Welcome, early Tug Raiders. Good to see you. Good to see you. It's wonderful whenever Tug raids me. It's like a little boost to the ego. Oh, I may not be doing a stream tomorrow. I think I'm running a fever. It sucks. Sometimes I get sick like this. It usually starts whenever I start getting a headache. Sorry about that. So if I seem just a little bit off tonight, that's the only reason why. Just a little bit under the weather. But of course, we've got to do something about this here.
Welcome to the shit show. Every single day,
members, yes.
A new flavor of fuckery.
Oh, yes.
Cause everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of fluff. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, boulder, dash, poppycock, bollocks, and fuckery. Going all over again.
Members. Yes. You might message Doug. He has a hearing transcript from April 3rd. Yeah, I might do that. I might do that. I'm sure that's going to be a really good one to read. Like I said, I'm a little bit under the weather tonight, but 68. But looks like something is coming. Well, that would be 69. Shame on you. Shame on you. Hey, Max Lab, good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome, people. Welcome to the Nut House. It is going to be one of those. Now, the reason I was a little delayed on this is I had other things I wanted to cover, but it looks like Shara Shara got her video ripped down in the first place on this, which is just absolute garbage. But she cleaned it up, fixed whatever issues that they were complaining about, and put it back up. So we're gonna go over it tonight. Now, we did get rest, get well. Yeah, well, I'll get some rest tonight. I'll get some rest tonight. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'll do a stream tomorrow morning. Depends on how I feel. I plan on doing one, but we'll see. Good to see you. Welcome. Karaoke nut. I love it. It is wonderful, wonderful evening. I mean, I can make it through tonight. Sometimes just a good night's rest gets it all taken care of. Welcome. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing fired up here. Now there is some music here, so I'm going to mute that just because the music is important. Now, I did see parts of this. What I found most interesting was at the very end of this right here. Now, hey, Broomy, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here while you aren't feeling well. I commend you on the fortitude. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You are a hero amongst all heroes. Yes, Doris. It is. I thought, and I set this up earlier. I had dinner with my wonderful wife tonight. She's going to be out of town for a few days. Thank you so much. Oh, you got a footprint right there, Rumi. I appreciate you so much. And you know, it's one of those where, you know, it always happens. For me, and usually in the springtime, I usually don't get sick in the winter, but in the springtime, and I don't think there's any pollen or stuff like that. It's just, you know, in the springtime, I end up overworking myself to the point where I don't get enough like fluids and crap like that. So I've been drinking a whole bunch of water all day. I'm actually having some water right now. It's just a sparkling water, but it keeps it nice and cold in that koozie. And so, like I said, I might be just a little bit out of it tonight. So right here, you've got Doozy saying, "Do Marla, Jay, or anyone have any misimpressions that Michelle is going to be on YouTube? She will not be on the live stream. She's already a YouTube star. Bruce is already calling her a YouTube star." And of course, Shara's responding, "No. Anyone have a misimpression? No." And then she says, "Marla wants to burn me." Wow. Isn't that amazing? Marla really must not be liking the attention somebody else is getting. So it continues on. And I will watch the video tonight because everybody's been talking about it. He says, "The YouTube is happening. It doesn't matter if she fires me. I'm still going on the YouTube. If she'd put Marla in touch with me, I can try to get her in line." Wow. You mean you've got to get Marla in line? Wow. Are you saying that you've got to get a woman in line there, Brucey? Wow. How misogynistic. Otherwise, I'm doing as planned. If she wants me to not be her legal counsel when I go, she can fire me. That was June 6th of 2024. Well, it looks like Marla got her ass in line really damn quick because she wanted to be part of all this garbage. Mm-hmm. And it looks like, and I'm scrolling through this stuff, so it'll come back up here. So then you got the toothless ones, got the fleece over there saying, "Tori, need Adderall for real. Tori, your ADD is showing. Just J Hip, why don't you join the Two Fleas Tuesday afternoon with Volpe Luffman? Got the guts." Oh, come on. You're gonna go after J Hip. J Hip said, "Sure, I'll come on there. Why? Scared of you? You sure you want me on there? Because I'm going to roast you." I don't know how that turned out. I mean, and then Bubbles, of course, this is the point where Bubbles started going over. He wants them to read document 1, 2, 3. He's like, come on, you've got to do this. This is showing you how much in bed with each other they are. You have to understand that Jeremy doesn't tell me what to do with my channel. Megan Fox doesn't tell me what to do with my channel. Tug doesn't tell me what to do with my channel. The expert. Nobody tells anybody what to do with my channel except for me. I decide what's going to happen on my channel. It seems like Bruce is telling his little PR team here, hey, you need to read this. And did they read it? Oh, they just constantly read through, but only the highlighted parts. Only what Bruce told them to read. Because we realize that they're just about as they're brainiacs. They're really smart lawyers. Oh, just go ahead. Get your little crew going. Come on. You got them going. And then, of course, Ducey says, I need a different fundraiser. Oh, no, that's Michelle. Michelle says that she needs a different fundraiser. Marla won't update it or change it. She says I absolutely can get all documents from Ohio, even though I've told her it doesn't work that way. She thinks it does. She wants all right to look at all court documents. But I have asked for them nasty clerks tell me to write a motion or find a lawyer. Marla abuses me. So who's running the show there? I'm wondering if Lynette knows how much money that she's going to lose from Ducey. What do you think? After she loses this court case, that Ducey isn't going to come back and sue her? Like you've got to pay for all these court documents. I'm in the hole. You owe me money. Well, that's going to be another mess. So whose side do you think the fleas will take at that point in time? Do you think they'll jump over there and they'll back Ducey, or do you think they'll back Michelle? Well, they don't have to back anybody. They're holding the funds. They can just sit back and watch them fight it out in court. And meanwhile, they can just put a new roof on their house, whatever they feel like doing. Getting the fundraisers. It's like an addiction for her. She's got to have those fundraisers. And then, of course, she also says, Ducey did not tell me to do the news. I hadn't even spoken to Ducey. You're full of shit. The news team was across the street. Oh, okay. So she's talking about her. We all saw the video of her running across the street and going, why won't you talk to me? Why won't you talk to me? They were like, okay, well, you mind if we talk to you? And she's like, no, come on over. And that's whenever she started spilling her guts. Talking to Willis, they asked me if I wanted to say something. Well, because you were up in their grill, you crazy ass psycho. And if you're up in someone's grill, they're like, sure, we will give it to you. We will throw you a bone. Hey, you're willing to put your face on camera? Guess what? Now you're a public entity. You made yourself public. The pain, the suffering. But hey, it comes with the territory, because now you become a person. You become not a private citizen, but a public entity. CFW, Carolina, Fort Worth, and YouTube's. This is April 9th, 2024. You said YouTube host? Oh, I see. All of the hosts covering what the hells are in the tank. All the YouTube hosts that are covering what the hells are in the tank. I don't know what that means. I mean, I don't have a tank. I swear. I might have a few pieces of self-protection, but I don't have a tank. My wife might get really mad if I put one of those on like cinder blocks in the front yard. She'd get really mad. All one-sided, piling on, no legal real analyses, just making stupid comments. So all the hosts are making stupid comments, or maybe just entertaining. Maybe just entertaining people, keeping them entertained, giving them a little bit of a break away from whatever their day might be. If we do a webcast, what is this deal with a webcast? What is this, 1980? I don't know. If we do a webcast from a different perspective, yours, mine, and examine some issues that are not being discussed, like how did Hales get PJ Media to do a story that led to all this YouTube coverage? Deuce, here's the thing. If you want to know how a story gets covered, it becomes interesting. Okay. Whenever people cover a story, it's because it becomes interesting. But you haven't figured that out because you're a fucking lawyer. You haven't figured out what people actually want to see. And what people want to see is they want to see something through to fruition, like completion, like you're looking for that money shot. See, that's what people want to see. If you knew that, then you would give them a money shot. The only problem is you are the money shot. That seems to be the problem here. Sorry, that's pretty bad. That's a bad analogy. All one-sided, piling on, no real legalness. So if we do a webcast from a different perspective, that's what he was pissing up my leg for. He wanted me to cover this story. He goes, why don't you cover it from a different perspective? I said, okay, I'll cover it from a different perspective. I'll look at it from the point of view of, hey, here's something crazy out here. Now, I've already seen what's going on with her antics whenever she was doing the deposition. I saw what she was doing with her antics leading up to that deposition. I saw the craziness that was going on in Otter Creek with all of their depositions, all their craziness, and I was like, holy cow, this is insane. I say this honestly, I was ready to stop covering the Hales. I had some other stuff that I was covering. I was looking at Laura Owens. I wanted to dig into that a little bit. Not Lawrence, but Sarah Boone. I was digging into that quite a bit more. Both Mo and I were watching this, and it was just like, oh, let's look at the Sarah Boone stuff. And she was like, well, I'm doing this thing with Sarah Boone. I said, hey, I'm doing this thing with Sarah Boone. And I pretty much was, this was sort of a once a week kind of thing. Mo and I would get together. We would watch the deposition. We'd make comments on it. We would laugh at the craziness of it. And then next thing you know, I've got somebody saying, well, you need to be looking at this. I didn't even know that there was a federal lawsuit that Jeremy had filed at the time. I wasn't even looking at it. I was about done. But Bruce convinced me, son, you convinced me. He said, hey, you need to look at this. So I did. What did I find? I found all kinds of shenanigans being played. It's really playing out really strangely that you inserted yourself into this. Well, good job. Now you got my attention. How did Hales get PJ Media? The way that they got PJ Media is you have a writer, an actual journalist, someone that has written books, someone that has had their name out there for quite some time, and an actual journalist, not one of these that, is just doing it to bide their time while their YouTube channel takes off. I'm talking about somebody that if her YouTube channel stopped existing, it would suck for her. She'd really hate that. But she would just keep writing for PJ Media. Amazing how that works, isn't it? She got hired by a company that supports her. So how did PJ Media cover it? She started looking at the case and saw that there were some really weird things going on. And so she covered the case. And there will be a lot of viewers because all the existing interest in the case. Well, of course, there will be viewers that are interested in the case because you have people that, whether they love Jeremy, whether they hate Jeremy, they want to see the money shot. They want to see the finishing move. They want to see what ends, what all this comes down to. They want to see the finality of it. That's what Bubbles doesn't understand, because at some point this will come to an end. At some point, there won't be any more Jeremy Hill's lawsuits. He'll go back to doing business as usual. He'll be making his videos business as usual, with one less person harassing him, one less person stalking him. I mean, if you think about it, how much has Jeremy's channel grown since he started covering this? You would think that his channel would be exploding by now. He would have over 2 million people interested in what's going on. And I can say that a lot of people don't want to hear about this. I know from my own channel that there's people that are just like, I just want to come by in the mornings whenever we cover other stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to be into every single thing that I'm talking about. At some point, this ends. And hopefully for Jeremy, because of what I've been seeing, that it ends well. Yeah. Travis is safe. Well, good. Oh, Travis is safe. So at some point, yeah, a legit journalist. Yeah, she is a legit journalist. That's something that Bubbles doesn't understand. That's the same way as Volmet paint chips. They don't understand what it takes to be an actual journalist. It's not just about going after somebody and being on the attack. It's looking at it and going, something's not right here. And that's what they saw. Something's not right here. I hope Travis is good. I like Travis. He's good people. But he's made it very clear that he doesn't like that people are covering this the way that he wants it covered. You see, you have to understand there's weaker people out there that would say, hey, I can jump on this group and go on the attack and make tons of money. Okay. I guess I misunderstood what you said. My thumbnail was removed because you wrote a letter using 540, etc., and they had no choice to remove or pay, so they removed the pic. Have I missed something here? That's all I'm saying. I don't understand what that means, but her thumbnail was removed because someone wrote a letter using 540. Don't know what that means. And then, of course, there's Bubbles not liking DUI guy, not liking Megan, not liking Legal Vices. Yeah, Legal Vices, unfortunately, rest his soul. He's not with us anymore. MG Law, Tug, all can be sued. Now, do you think that that MG Law wouldn't still be covering this? He's actually a pretty knowledgeable attorney. But MG was, he's looking at this going, well, I've got other things I want to do, other things I want to cover. And I'm stepping away because I don't like Bruce's antics. Maybe he said, hey, I've got personal life things going on that I don't want to deal with. Who knows? But I will tell you this, that Bruce was ready to sue every single one of these people. Now, what do these people have in common? Well, DUI guy told Bruce, under no circumstances will I have you on here because I'm covering the Hale stuff, and you lied to me and told me that you're not. And come to find out you are. And no, that would be a conflict of interest there. all can be sued. He's just angry because these attorneys turned him down. They said, under no certain circumstances am I going to deal with your happy ass whatsoever. He said, no, not dealing with you. Yeah, now he's saying that they don't have a choice. They can all be sued. He's wanting to go after all of these people. Aren't we throwing away every right? I have to sue these people for what they've done to me by doing this. Bruce, he says, no. This has to do with the thumbnail case, I'm sure. Who has no, oh, they're going after DJ Radis, who has no money, just got kicked out of his marital home in Ohio, and is literally in the middle of moving from there to somewhere else. So believe me, if he takes down his videos and parody songs, that plus the impact of it will be a game changer regarding the rest. So they were hoping that DJ Radis would take down his videos. That was their plan. Get them to stop talking about it. And this has been the kind of threats that they make. Stop talking about it. Don't talk about it. Only our side needs to be heard. When have I said that the other side should have to be heard? Never. It's like, go ahead, talk about it. Have fun. And I'll continue to call out your lies. I'll continue to pull out every time that you're scamming and grifting and lying and cheating and stealing. Go ahead. Keep it up. More power to you. Nobody has been asking for their channels to be brought down. Nobody has copyright struck them as far as I know whatsoever. I did tell Bubbles, no, don't use my video on whatever platform you want to use. You don't have my permission. And then he said he was going to do it anyway. Shows you what kind of piece of shit he is. So believe me, if he takes down his videos and parody songs, that plus the impact of it will be a game changer regarding the rest. The ones with money to go after are Hales and Foreman, maybe Feather too. Why would you go after them? This is a targeted attack on people. And here's the proof. You're targeting specific people for money. Isn't that amazing? Doesn't that sound familiar? Yeah, DJ Radis went back home recently, but was not kicked out. No, he was not kicked out. He went home on his own volition. It just shows you that this is all about the money for them. I mean, what kind of shenanigans do you have to be pulling if you're just going after the money? And then you add in there that Bubbles is going after contingency fees. Well, that was really freaking smart. And here we go. This is the part that starts getting crazy. All right. Let me kick that volume off here, and I'll be pausing it through this, and we will see exactly what happened.
Hello.
Hello.
You're good. Is John here?
Yep.
Mind if I talk to him for a moment?
Sure. He didn't do anything.
I'm not saying he did.
He didn't.
Is John here? Well, he didn't do anything. Why? What? All of a sudden, right off the bat, there's this. He didn't do anything. Why is he showing up asking for John? Crazy. Rumi, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. That is glorious. Hold on, let me start my camera back up here. I am sorry, I'm shutting down my camera because I feel like I look horrible. And you've got Rumi. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Squeeze my heart.
What? Don't do that. That might break it. I got you. Got you right here, Rumi. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. DJ Rajesh went home to take care of his elderly parents. See? That's exactly what I'm saying. But of course, they made it sound like it was some big deal. So John, is John here? He didn't do nothing.
Got it.
We have proof.
Yeah, I don't have to come all the way in.
2 people were out here.
It don't matter.
They yelled at me to get my kids.
And I do have an audio thing that I can bring up here.
Came back up the screen, so the whole screen fell during the thunderstorm. I had the baby out here, so John yelled, "Get the kid, put him in," and Hale's called cops.
Hale's called the cops. Okay. Oh, that's Bubbles in the background. What the hell? Let's bring that volume all the way up.
John and Andrew were out here putting back up the screen, so the whole screen fell during the thunderstorm. I had the baby out here, so John yelled, "Get the kid, put him in," and Hale's called cops.
Hale's called the cops. So keep track of everything. He's going to do what he's going to do.
He's here right now. John.
Answer their questions. And she says, he's here right now. Okay.
No, John's coming out right now. He was already in the camper taking his meds.
So John was already in the camper taking the meds. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the gathering. This is where nuts come together. Not just in your pants, but over here on Shizzy Wisnut's side. Turn that up because I couldn't hear it. He had something more to say. What did he say?
Coming out right now. He was already in the camper taking his meds. Well, you said to call him anytime it happens.
Good Lord, that's loud.
Hello.
Okay.
Are you Mr. John? Do you have any idea why? Oh, are you sick? Yeah. I don't want to get that.
Andrew!
Okay.
Yeah.
You're okay. Do you have any idea why I'm out here? I'm not saying you're in trouble. I'm not saying you're not. Do you have any idea?
Probably because Hales is going through Ohio and you needed contact to tell it.
So he lied. He said John said something to him and he never did.
Yeah.
I was putting back up my thing. I shouldn't even be out today.
Yeah.
But I had to rehang this thing.
Sure.
And he came by and pretty much came to a crawling stop.
Mm-hmm.
And I turned to everybody and said, "Oh, Steve, hide the child." I think I said it.
Hide the child?
Hide
Yes,
the child.
because
Okay.
I was out here with my daughter.
Okay.
And that's what he wants is pictures of my kid.
What? That makes no sense whatsoever. What an awful yard. And no, that's Florida. And you know, I will say, yes, it looks pretty horrible, but you also have to understand this is right after a rain and the ground is flat. It's very sandy. I mean, the water's going to puddle up, but you know, you give it about 3 hours and that water will probably be gone anyway. I mean, it's just a little bit different. If you've lived coastal, this is not uncommon to see, you know, water like that, but the rest of it looks like a mess. The rest of it does look like a mess. I don't understand why they've got black tarps over how depressing.
Okay.
My daughter got a brand new Jeep.
Okay.
And she can't even fucking drive the goddamn thing out there.
Wait. Sunday, the shit was that I was selling all of her Christmas presents that everybody donated to her at the thing. I'm just telling you what he's doing.
Well, sure. No, I understand. But here's the thing.
Why is this guy even entertaining her? If he's in Ohio, why would he want any pictures of the child? Oh, he doesn't. He has no interest in the child. But if there was some sort of abuse, I'm sure that those pictures would be available to law enforcement. But yeah, other than that, I don't see why you would even want to take any pictures. Okay, I'm confused about where he was at. The tarps are to hide the trash. I don't know. I don't know. It to me, it's like paranoia. This cop should not be talking to them as much as he has. No, no. Here's the thing, and the way this officer should be handling this is going, okay, this is a civil dispute, and this is not a criminal investigation. If there's been a crime committed here, I can be here. But other than that, you just need to call me and stop wasting police resources, you person. Seriously. Okay, I'm confused about where he was at. This cop, yeah, absolutely. Jeremy has never taken video of the child, but Lynette's post pictures of her all the time. I know. Exactly. That's not uncommon.
I don't know anything about that incident. All I know is what happened today. And that's what I'm here to investigate.
Something else.
I understand.
False accused
False accused.
of something.
I know. But that's
Of what? False accused of what? Of something. Don't be vague. Be very specific about what you're saying. Hey, Killdozer, how you doing?
that's why we come out.
Killdozer 11 Romeo. I just noticed that.
Okay,
And
that's
he
why.
was out here.
Okay.
He was out here.
Can you tell me what happened?
Yes, we were hanging the curtain there, blew down in the wind last night.
Yeah.
And the guy drives by with a kid.
So it's a curtain. Okay, that's weird.
Camera.
Yeah.
Like this, holding up.
Yeah.
Drives by real slow, almost like harassment.
Right.
Uh-huh.
John was yelling at Michelle.
Yeah.
He was yelling, hide the baby, or whatever.
So what's that?
Hide the baby.
Okay.
Hide the child.
Yeah. No, I got you.
Just talking to her.
Sure. Talking to. Is it Lynette or Lynette?
It's not Lynette.
It's Lynette.
Lynette, but I do
Okay.
not use that name. I never have. The only
Yes,
one
you
I
have.
use is Hales.
Okay.
You have used that name multiple times. You've used Lynette, you've used Ruby, you used Lacey. I mean, do we need to go through all the names that you've used? Really? Seriously, Lynette? What the F is wrong with their brains? They say such things. Everything is researchable if any of these officers had interest to do a job of things she says. Well, you have to remember, Sherry. And welcome. But if you've learned anything about the way that they act, the way that they do this is to confuse. And it might be because they're confused. It could be that they want to confuse everybody else. It's hard to determine what exactly is going on in their head because, I mean, it seems like there's some squirrels running around in there and they kicked over the garbage cans. It's crazy. Hey, Valor, how you doing?
My name is Michelle.
Michelle.
Yeah.
Michelle Preston. You prefer Michelle?
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. All right.
Yeah, I prefer, Daddy. Just say, I'm kidding.
And then, what was your name, sir?
Andrew.
Andrew. Andrew what?
Campbell.
Campbell. I know we have your information. I know we have your information. I know we got his information. I don't know if we have your information. As always, I'm going to do a report on it. But definitively, John was not talking to Hales.
Not even directed towards him.
Okay. I have video of the incident. Hales provided me with that video. What you guys are saying corroborates what I saw in the video.
So do
Okay.
we. We have cameras.
Uh-huh. Our lies have more lies upon lies of the lies. Lie.
Of it.
So it corroborates what you're saying. That's what I heard on the video too. Hide the child or something similar. Additionally, OCC. But during that time, I could see that you were not looking at Hales. You were looking.
Exactly. And I'm sending videos to Undersheriff Beecham every day.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every day. Because Hales does this every day.
Look at the wall we got.
Does what every day? drives on his road, the road to his property, films for his own protection. I'm confused. What exactly is it that Hales does? Oh wow, Levy County. Not sure if you saw my vid, but I could call you Sonny. That's awesome. Another lie, exactly. But she can't keep. See, here's the problem. Whenever they start lying, they can't keep their lies straight, and that's why it gets so confusing.
And Mr. Campbell, how do you spell your first name?
AMBREW.
Okay, and Campbell, is that CAMP?
TV. Yeah. BLL.
BELL. Date of birth?
It's a false police.
Data or good phone number reach yet?
Pardon me?
Good phone number for you?
It's
That's okay. Do you live at this address?
Yeah.
You live here? Okay. Yep.
Oh, I thought you didn't live there. Oh, that sucks. Beat your dad during a huffing blackout. That's not good. It's not good, Sherry. I hate to hear that. You live at this address. You live here, okay? And he says that he does. I thought he didn't live there. I could have sworn that the little ecosystem was saying, no, he doesn't live there. He was just there doing some work. So now he lives there. Red balloons means it suits them well. Very much, Cookie. Very much. Oh, wait, another person that's living there but not living there? Oh, yeah. Are you Andrew's sister, Sherry? I'm sorry to hear that. Statements about the kiddo, worst thing that they should get a grip on. Yeah, I mean, I can't do anything about that. That's nothing that I would get involved in. And she ticked me off when she ran about Travis and Deanna. Yeah.
Brilliant. And you have a Florida driver's license, correct? I don't need it right now, but if I can find about this name and date of birth?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a false police report. Is there a law against it?
It's so, yeah.
So she's filing false police reports. I'm just curious. He's there to investigate something that was claimed. From what I can gather, that's what it sounds like, and they're not being really cooperative.
The last four were as well.
Hold on. Yes and no. Okay. False police reports is more for somebody that is intentionally lying.
Who
That's,
is?
hold on.
If you don't get it, who is?
Hold on. It's for somebody that's knowingly putting out false information. And in this situation like this, I can't prove that. He can say that you guys were talking to him, right, all day, but I can't, like, how do I put it? That statute is more for somebody says, you hit me. And then evidence corroborates that. That never occurred. That incident never occurred. But talking about misunderstandings and whether Andrew or Jeremy believes that you were talking to him or whether you're talking to somebody else on the property, that statute doesn't apply.
Well, he got what he wanted. The camera that goes over a fence right now is recording you, and it's going to be on the internet tonight.
There's a camera over the fence? Where? Where's the camera over the fence?
This is exactly what he wanted. He needs content.
Yeah.
He's out of content, and he's lost.
Jeremy, how dare you be out of content? You might as well just hang up your hat right now. Just say, this is the end, the bitter end, my friend. You have no more content, Jeremy. You're not buying any more storage lockers. You're out of content. It sucks to be used so much, Jeremy. I feel for you. You should just give up now. Just quit. It would be the best for everybody. Because you said that Andrew hit your father. That's why, Sherry. That would be the question. Why? It was posted on Jeremy's site. No one would touch my parents. I'm confused, but whatever. So yeah, Jeremy, you should quit now. You should quit now while you're ahead. You know, you've been exposed. You have no more content. It's not like you're buying storage lockers, running a couple of businesses, doing whatnot auctions. Yeah, none of that means anything. So you've run out of content, Jeremy. Just hang up your hat now. It's the end for you. I feel for you. Should I play the sad music for you, Jeremy? So sorry, Jeremy, that you're out of content. It's okay. Someday it will come back. The content will come back for you, Jeremy. Sorry, I couldn't help it. It's just irresistible.
In court, I'm winning.
You're weaning, like a how would you say that? I'm trying to think, because I'm trying to think what happens after. Trying to think the proper terminology of a female dog after is winning. She thinks she's winning. Okay, gotcha. It's not weaning, it's winning. Yeah, Jeremy isn't losing in court. Well, here's the thing, and sorry, 2 seconds and he will have content. Jeremy Hells is not lost in court. Well, and that's the other thing. Jeremy hasn't lost in court or won in court. That's what they don't understand. This is because if you look at it, if you look at this as an actual court case, and you look at it from both sides, and I'm not talking about what's out here on the YouTubes, I'm not talking about all of that stuff. That's out there. That's information that's publicly available. What I'm talking about is, if you look at what court documents there are, how is Jeremy winning? How many hundreds of thousands of dollars has he had to spend defending himself? So I guess, yeah, maybe you're winning by costing him a lot of money, but the only way that you would know if someone is winning in court is whenever that verdict comes out from a jury. Whenever the jury sits down and goes, we side with this person, we don't side with this person. That's what winning is. It's like a baseball game. I mean, a baseball game, whenever it ends, whenever that baseball game is done, you could have your favorite team up by 10 home runs, and sure, you're winning, but the only time that you're actually winning the game is whenever you get to that final inning and that last hit is done. I mean, it doesn't appear to me that you're even close to that. You haven't even gotten to first base yet, Lynette. They haven't even got through discovery yet. Exactly. Jeremy has won in Ohio court against him 3 times now, and LP has dismissed 3 cases against him. Well, because he wasn't going to settle. Doesn't she know when she loses? Do you have to pay all lawyer? You have to pay all lawyer fees. Now that's not true. That's not always true. Okay, and I will say this, because if you look, and a lot of times, like Jeremy's responsible for paying his attorney. Okay, it's as simple as that. Lynette's responsible for paying her attorney. Well, but he's pro hoc VJ, so he shouldn't be receiving any money. Damn, I guess they should have never signed that little document. I bet that's gonna pinch really hard. Here's the thing: the only time that you're winning is whenever the court decides that you've won, and then of course you can take it to an appeal. And let's put it this way, and a lot of people don't think about this. But I want you to use your brain here for a second. What happens if Jeremy wins let's just say a $2 million suit? Hell, $100,000. What happens? And this requires a little bit of thought, a little bit of forethought. What happens if Jeremy, will just use a small number, wins $100,000 from them and gets a judgment against them for $100,000? So that's not a whole lot of money. Okay, and that's all they get. He has to pay his attorney. They have to pay their attorney if they ever get one. Jeremy wins. So what happens next? Well, they can appeal this, but in a lot of states, and I don't know what it is in Florida, I could look at it a little bit deeper, but in a lot of states, the way that works is if you're going to appeal it, you have to have the money up front. Like, sorry, not to get political, but think about this. Whenever Trump appealed his ruling that went against him in New York, okay, he filed an appeal. Now, what they wanted to do is have him pay the whole thing, which was, I think, somewhere like $3 billion or something like it. It was an insane amount of money. Now, another judge stepped in and said, "Yeah, that's ridiculous. We're gonna put that bond. What it is you have to bond it, basically saying, here's the money. If I lose the appeal, they'll receive this money." They put the bond at something like 25 million or something like that. It was a much lower amount, something that's actually feasible. Now with her, if she was to try to appeal this, because it is such a low amount of money in the first place, that they would say, yeah, the only way that you're going to be able to appeal this is you have to have the money there in the first place. That's the way court systems work. You have to have that money there before you can appeal it. Because if you lose the appeal, that money goes to the winner. So, yeah. The only way you win in court is to actually go to court and get a verdict in your favor. It does not take a lot of brain power to understand that. I know it's weird, isn't it? It's absolutely weird. It's funny that Deanna and George are making shirts, and now Lynette is starting to. So sad she is wanting to be George. Well, George is much more enjoyable. And just saying.
Yeah, well,
I'm winning head over heels.
well, there you go. Okay, but I'm going to do a report as always. Okay.
As always.
We'll kind of go from there. Right?
I didn't
But
record this.
at this-
halfway.
At this point, there's not going to be any kind of criminal charges or anything pressed. Okay,
Oh.
I'm just going to unfound the whole incident, and
What?
I got his
Wow.
statement, I've got the recording, and I've got your statements and everything. So I'm good with how it lies right now. I'm not planning
Oh,
on
we
doing
already
anything
knew
else.
we were coming.
Oh, yeah.
Stopped out in front of my gate.
My camera.
Well, how did you know he was already coming? I mean, it's like a criminal going, I figured the cops were going to show up whenever I was robbing this bank. I mean, I was expecting it to happen. I sort of planned for that. Don't you start, Kathy. Don't you start. Shame on you. Who's George? Shame on you. That will hurt you. Shame. George has way more class in her little toe than any of them. Yeah. You guys need to stop looking at George's feet. Shame on you.
Earlier?
And
Yeah,
'cause
earlier.
I was working over here.
Well, part of that was that Jeremy was talking about that sign over there, the OCC sign, and I was.
Orange County Coffee.
So anyway, talking about this.
Oh, and you see the little laugh the cop is getting, like, yeah, Orange County, right? Why is George? George is awesome. Correct. You see, Amber Heard had no money to appeal the court decision of Depp v. Heard, so it was over. Well, true.
The sign and how it's posted.
Somebody's talking to Polly. You're talking about getting me a Harley.
That's because we had the
Wait a second. What? John, why would you be getting a Harley? Okay. Now, Sorry, that is the stupidest thing I ever heard. Listen to that again. George.
So anyway, talking about the sign and how it's posted.
Somebody's talking to Polly. You're talking about getting me a Harley.
That's because
Wait. You, John, no. This is why you're broke and destitute. This is why you live in a shithole. This is why that you live in a freaking van down by the river. John, why would you be talking about getting a freaking Harley? One, you can't ride the damn thing because you're drunk all the damn time. So how are you going to be able to ride around on a Harley if you're shit-faced? Number two, where are you going to store it at? You're going to store it inside? You're going to just let it sit out there and get all soaking wet? Just let the rain take care of it. Let the salty air just destroy it. What is your plans to do with a what is it, a $20,000 bike, a $30,000 bike, $50,000 Harley? How can you afford something of such luxury? I mean, that's really interesting to me because you have to understand that owning a motorcycle is no different than owning like a Ski-Doo or any other sort of recreational vehicle, go-kart, mini bike, electric bikes, those kinds of things. Those are the kinds of things that you don't own whenever you don't have money to put food on the table or take care of a child properly. It's really weird that you'd be interested in having a Harley. Why would you do something like that? But do you think that gives you some sort of status? It make you feel like a big man there, John boy? I can't even afford a regular bike. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I have a motorcycle, but that's something that I take really good care of because I actually can afford to take care of one. You have to have insurance on it. John, really, a Harley? And of course the cop's like, yeah, right, sure, you're gonna own a Harley. More like he would find a knockoff. I said a biker group gave HG a motorcycle at Christmas time. Gave HG, that's completely different. You have to register it, insure it. That's not cheap. No, actually, a motorcycle is very cheap to insure. I think my insurance is. I'm just trying to think. I think it's something like. Well, I remember when I first got my motorcycle back. Oh shit! It's been probably about 2 decades ago. That motorcycle insurance, and I joke not, was $100 a year. $100 a year. That's how much my insurance was on a motorcycle because it's a recreational vehicle. It's an additional. It's something that you don't ride every day. It's something like on a day like this, you would be out there riding your motorcycle around because, well, first of all, you've got to get somewhat dressed for that because there's nothing like getting smacked down with a few bugs on bare skin. So you want to have some sort of covering on you. If it's raining, you really don't want to be on a motorcycle because it really sucks because it gets cold. And whenever you're doing, 50, 60 miles an hour down the highway, it really sucks getting hit by raindrops because whenever they hit, they start hurting. It's like little damn needles. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think everybody does.
because we had the Northern Sons here for Christmas, and they brought my daughter a motorcycle.
They brought your daughter a motorcycle.
7 of the fight group was here, and they brought her a motorcycle.
Well, I don't care about the sign necessarily. It's more about I was out here.
So what does that have to do? Sorry, that was every time. The case is such a mess. I feel for what the hell's. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy. So they're saying that, huh? I'm slightly confused. So they're saying that someone bought her a motorcycle. Where's the motorcycle at? When Stark's wife gets a Mercedes, yeah, well, that could happen sooner rather than later. I may be getting a scooter instead. Well,
because the
Vespa.
when he called emergency services, when he called for a response, he mentioned that there was a sign. I was driving by before I made contact with him to see if I could see the sign, but it's on the inside of the property.
Right.
That's all it was.
25 feet.
And I want
So that's why I drove by before. Then I went to go respond to him. Then I watched the video. Then I came here.
Okay, and here's something I've asked him, and he said he was checking into it.
Okay.
We built a fence for privacy.
Mm-hmm.
We're behind it.
Right.
We put up shade cloth for privacy.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it not invasion of privacy? Why is
the same tired argument? See, they think that whenever they put up a privacy fence, okay, this is not a true privacy fence. This is a fence. A fence. Okay, if you're putting up a privacy fence, that doesn't stop people from being able to see inside your yard. It doesn't stop anything. Whenever you're talking about invasion of privacy, that's completely different. Does anyone know what the pink sign states on the right-hand side? I believe that is the sign that they're conversing about, the OCC sign. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you want privacy, then you stay inside. You don't go outside. You don't do certain things out in public view. Having a fence all the way around your yard, just putting up a shade does not mean that you're looking for privacy. It just means you're trying to create a haunted house. I don't know what they're trying to do. Cops like the alley cat trying to escape Pepe's Le Pew's grasp. Yeah, he's like, let me the hell out of here. Oh, but he's not innocent in all this.
it not harassment for him to continually do this and hold his arm up?
Come by and video.
He can come by and he can hold his camera out and videotape anything he wants to. He's not walking up to your house. He's not filming you in a bathroom. He's not filming you doing anything that you shouldn't be doing, unless you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing. Maybe that's what's going on. OCC sign is a larger one on the rise, further to the right. Yeah, I don't know. The same cop that called with all. Yeah.
Every single day. I mean, when does it become too much after 2.5 years?
I get it. That's stuff to pursue in court and civil stuff, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't have anything to do with any kind of criminal.
So that's all you need to say. What you should have said, this is a civil problem, lady, sir. So if you're pursuing it in civil court, that's fine, but there's nothing criminal here. So I'm going to move on.
Criminality type stuff.
But there,
Not for that.
Oh no, because after we get done with this little video right here, which, I keep pausing it, but after we get done with this video, I have a nice little. We have letters tonight.
Just keep doing it to beat him and the
there
lawyer are
are
getting together.
many statutes against it.
What?
We have them on.
Name one statute. Name one statute for him protecting himself. One statute. That's right. You can't.
Okay. And those are things to bring up. Last time I was here to talk to you about that, and how reasonable expectations of privacy are basically in changing rooms, bathrooms, etc., not necessarily on your
We
own
read the
property.
whole thing. When your property is not fenced in,
Yeah.
you have no expectation of privacy because
Bless
you're
you.
walking out where anyone can see you.
Yes.
Once you build a fence,
Right.
that changes. I now have given myself privacy because I put a fence up to block me
It's
from all others.
possible, right? But again, that's more of a. And I don't want to argue with y'all
I
about
know,
it.
we're not trying to argue, we're just,
Yeah, you don't have to argue. You just say, peace off. Bring on the letters. You will get the letters. You will get the letters.
Frame or bedroom in on that side of the house. That's him peeking into the window. That's going to be different.
Peeking. Okay, how far away is your building away from the fence? Okay, that's not invasion of privacy. You're an idiot.
It all depends. It all depends. Like I said, it all depends. And I don't know exactly which window you're talking about.
Understand our frustration after
I totally get it.
2.5
I
No,
totally
you
get
don't.
it. I totally get your frustration.
Jake calls. I wrote things. I put signs. We've already had the best.
Oh, we know that you put signs up there, Lynette. That's why you're in that's why you're in hot water in the first place. It's for signs. Sorry, Shizzy. Right down flat in bed from severe pain. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. Lynette's Law. She needs a new record to play. Yeah.
Handwriting expert in the United States. Look at that handwriting, and you know whose it came up? Is
The best handwriting expert in the United States. Wait. Let me see. What was the best handwriting expert in the United States? Oh, you're talking about the guy that got in trouble for assault? You talk about the same guy that got kicked out of Tennessee courts because that guy because he was fraudulent. You talk about the guy that swore on all of his reputation that a particular person was the one that hand wrote the little letter about JonBenet Ramsey. That particular guy was on CNN for a little bit, or one of those mainstream media channels, had his own little thing until they found out that he was a grifter and a scammer. Yeah. So is he going to testify to this in court? Really? I want to see that, because that's going to be really interesting whenever they voir dire him. Because whenever they voir dire your handwriting expert, what exactly is he going to have to say? Is he going to say, well, they paid me to say this? That's what it sounds like to me. But go ahead, bring on your handwriting expert, because I can. It took me 3 minutes to find out how crooked the guy was. And you couldn't even spend like half a day doing that. That's Jeremy's speech word for the word about the one he hired. Mm-hmm.
not mine. So we're doing everything that we can to beg him to leave us alone.
Oh, I got you.
And it's not stopping, because you know what?
Well, here's the thing. He doesn't have to do anything. He's free to move about. You, lady, are the one that have a restraining order against him. You stalk, harass, and this is just more of your harassment techniques. I hate to tell this, but they better be studying up that certain of the fence. Hurricane season is starting soon. Oh no, but you know, it's good to go. It's good to go. It's perfectly stable.
Why? Because he's making $100,000 a month.
Holy shit, Jeremy, $100,000 a month. 100,000. Geez, Louise, $100,000 a month. Man, your math really is awesome. Evaporative cooling is the thing. I have a Phoenix cool. Yes, but that's completely different. I'm just curious. 100,000 a month. So let's see. That means that Jeremy, oh my gosh. That would mean that you're pulling in $1.2 million a year just off of YouTube. You go get him, boy. Do you believe that for a second, that he's pulling in $1.2 million a year off of YouTube? Let's put it this way. If he was pulling that kind of money in off of YouTube, $100,000 a month off of YouTube, that means that in a year, that in the past 2 years, Jeremy, just off of YouTube alone, and we're just talking about just by doing videos, he's pulled in $1.2 million. Damn, isn't that impressive? I'm going to have to step up my game. I really need to step up my game. I mean, this is, I'm sucking at this. Oh, geez.
Fucking almost.
He says it's closer to 2. Jeremy, $2.4 million a year? You son of a buck. I am so impressed. 1 point, you've just got to be just over there like Scrooge McDuck, just showering yourself. I mean, how can you stand being so rich, Jeremy? Like this is just cha-ching money making machine. You're just doling out the dollars. You're like making it rain. Oh my gosh. If anybody knows anything about YouTube, I'm telling you right now, it's no. That's not how it works. $100,000 a month and $150,000 in overhead expenses. Lawsuits aren't helping any. Trust me, Valor. There's no $100,000 a month. That's on YouTube. No, $100,000 a month on YouTube. No. Baby screaming, them yelling. Yeah, I saw that, Orty. I did see that. I saw a little bit of tugs tonight. It's crazy.
Well, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt at $100,000 a month. This is what he.
This is what happens whenever you give idiots a microphone. Hey, how you doing, Monica? Good to see you. Welcome. Good to see everybody.
He's making on YouTube.
Thanks, Money.
YouTube, TikTok, which is now gone for a minute.
So it's gone, or it's gone for a minute? I mean, but you said YouTube. You said he makes $100,000 a month off of YouTube. Her voice is like nails on a chalkboard. Well, we only have to scratch a little longer.
I don't know all of them, saying on all of them, but you know what I'm talking about. He's on every one of them. Facebook, he's monetized. YouTube is monetized. Do you know how many we are monetized on? None. We have none.
Well, here's the thing. If you're wondering why you're not monetized on something there, Lynette, instead of like attacking other people and stalking them and harassing them and giving them a hard time, you too could, for the low price of, I'll make it really simple. For $100,000, Lynette, I can show you how to YouTube. I can show you how to make a lot of money off of YouTube. Just a low price. Hell, you'll make that back in a month. I swear. It'll be the best thing that you ever did. $100,000. I'll show you how to YouTube. It's really simple. It is probably the simplest thing you've ever done, but your $100,000, I guarantee you, I will spend it well. She had just 13 hits in 3 hours for the Bubbles test. He's either lying or he has shitty weed. Well, he is an attorney.
None. I have one Facebook on my own and one page. You want to put
Well, that's a lie. We know that's not true.
on my page? Christian crap.
Christian crap,
Well,
huh?
let him go through his job.
I know, I'm just getting frustrated.
I get your frustration. I wish there was more I could do for
The
you.
other day,
Are you getting frustrated because Jeremy has more people subscribed to him, or are you getting frustrated because he's not paying you any money? I'm confused. Why are you frustrated? I mean, here's the thing like that. Go get you some ass. Go get laid. That frustration goes away. You end up chilling out. You get nice and relaxed, and then you don't feel so uptight. Even Mr. Beast doesn't make $100,000 a month. I know. That's what I'm saying. It's laughable. Better than all the crap on her property. Yeah, sell all the crap that you have on your property. Stop buying frivolous things. You want to know how to really get rich? It's really simple. If you want to make a whole bunch of money and and be very successful, don't buy things you don't need. It's really simple. You don't spend any money on television. You don't spend any money on cable. If you don't have a television, why would you need cable? You don't have internet. You don't own a vehicle that you have payments on. You buy a used vehicle that you know how to work on and keep running for all eternity, pretty much. You spend as little money as you can. Just imagine your grandparents or your great grandparents. Some of you might be great grandparents that survived the Great Depression. Okay, where you save every single little thing, you make every single little thing useful. You bake your own bread, you make your own meals, you don't buy anything from a grocery store unless you're having to buy like meat. I mean, you can buy your produce, you can grow your own produce. She has enough property, she could probably grow her own produce right there. Those are the kinds of things that you can do to like have like money that comes in because you use absolutely very little. Like my grandparents became wealthy and they still lived almost in poverty. They lived slightly better than this, just slightly. I mean, they had a house, but they had well water. My grandfather built, the house and the extension that went on. He had to hire somebody to come dig out the basement, the root cellar that they had. My grandmother, she grew potatoes while my grandfather went and cut lumber. I mean, if you want to know how to save money, don't buy frivolous things. Don't spend your money on things that are unnecessary. It's really super simple. Like, if you don't spend any money on anything, that money accrues over a long period of time, over decades and years. And then you can leave that to your children. And then your children, if you instill in them how to do the same thing to survive, next thing you know, they actually have things. But whenever they're saying, oh, I've got to have the latest cell phone or whatever it might be, then you just get into the consumer mode and you just spend a whole bunch of money. Quote by the photos, I got 68K back pay for Harley's SSI, so I'm buying a new Jeep. She has payments. I don't know. Lena's been sponging off the government since 93. No, much longer than that, sweetheart. Much longer than that.
He scared the hell out of me. I was standing over there. The truck was over there. And when he drove by and stopped in front of my property, it looked so much like he was right over the fence. And I didn't know if that was a gun in his hand or what. I ducked down behind my truck. It's getting to the point where it's getting old. It's getting scary. And I'm afraid for my daughter. They had a emergency hearing. He got a biological family after 4 years, now 5. I've had her on adoption to go into an emergency hearing in Sarasota County and try to take my daughter from me. And the judge said, "Are you freaking crazy?" And Hales did that. It's getting too much.
Hales did what? Hales did nothing. She's using HG for a vehicle. It's illegal. Yeah, nothing works. So, quote John, I didn't know if it was a rug or no gear camera. Could have been any one of those. Yeah, fake cry. Yes. How you doing, Monica? Good to see you.
I get it.
Let him go write his report up.
I keep doing what you're doing. Keep fighting the good fight.
Huh?
Hopefully it'll get better. I wish there's more I could do for you this time. I really can't. It's kind of out of my hands. It's higher power at this point, but I'm doing what I can. I'm trying. I don't know. Hard to say.
Well, the tears stopped, didn't they? It stopped really quick.
Dr. Beecham. I have a case number if you want to come out of my car and grab it. I forgot it off the top of my head. Or I could just ask dispatch for it.
kid can't even play outside. Her
761
daughter,
lady. Can you advise?
The kid can't even play outside. Sure, she can. Well, I guess she can if she's afraid of stepping on glass or nails or things of that sort. That might be a little difficult to play, but fake cry the alligator tears. Keep fighting again, fight.
That's the last four of my case number, please.
the child's angry. She's having
Oi, oi.
behavioral issues. Always I told her, no, you can't go outside because the bad man's out there.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, HG. This is going to probably scar you for a long time. It's amazing. It's amazing that you're gonna that you're around somebody that's going to scar you for the rest of your life because they're telling you that the bad man is out there, and I don't think HG's known any better. That's so sad. That's really sad. Psychological terrorism and abuse. Yeah.
And if it ain't him, it's idiot over here.
Yeah.
Right. At least Diana West is gone, or I don't even know where she went, but at least they're not having sex in front of our property anymore.
Diana, you were having sex in front of their property? Oh my gosh. All like what, on the road? Jeez. Well, she didn't file a police report. This isn't a file. This is the police showing up for Jeremy Hills.
26, thank you.
Ah,
2501-0243.
Thank you.
And that's my business card and the case number. Like I said, it's just gonna tell me this. Yeah, I found it. There's no criminal aspect to this.
We would never say anything to him.
Just,
Never.
you know, if he's looking for ammunition, don't give him any ammunition. You know?
All he was doing was fixing
I know.
that fell down.
I know, I get it. And that's what I saw. I saw you up on the ladder. I saw him down on the ground in the video. Okay, I saw it. I saw what you guys doing. So you guys, it's all corroborated.
Isn't
It's fine.
it stupid of him to like see a video which absolutely shows that we're telling the truth?
I don't know.
The freaking idiot.
It's called content.
That's all it is.
He's content.
It's gonna be, he didn't have a show
Welcome
for
to the internet.
tonight.
I'm sure I'll be on the internet again.
Yeah, he didn't have a show for tonight, now he does.
We'll see.
really?
All right. Anyway,
You have yourself a good one.
appreciate it.
I
Thank you,
gotta
folks.
show stuff to do.
Today.
Today, yesterday, I have
Just that one stuff.
Well,
every
this
single
this
day.
morning, he.
Oh, yeah, just one.
Can you guys hear his gate opening by the time he opens his gate over there?
No,
When he
No, I
leaves
can
his
hear
car,
Why are you asking these kinds of questions? Hey, how you doing, Tracy? Good to see you. Welcome.
you just hear but you can't hear the gate. You just hear his truck.
You're a diesel.
No,
There's no diesels in this town.
no. We have cameras on the fence.
Yeah.
The camera points down the road that way and one points down the road this way. So every time a car, any car,
Yeah.
because of the West thing, because of all of that, every time a car comes into my camera view, my phone goes off. So I look every
Yeah, but
single time.
Remember how he
He's
tried
lying.
Well, we know that this is BS because all of that information is ending up with Fleesa. So I don't think she's looking at, oh, if she is, that just seems like a waste of time. That seems like a waste of your day. Oh, there's a car going by. That's serious psychological shit.
And saying we can hear his gate, so we go watch for him. We can't hear nothing.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was just
Go
curious.
have him open the gate for you and stand over here.
Very quiet.
How could
No,
you?
I can't hear
You
it.
never-
No, it's just all on the video. All he did was leave that gate, came out, drove past y'all, and then just went to the front gate and went right back to his property. In the video.
So that, ooh, see, he's doing, that's going to Ohio.
So,
That's going to Ohio.
well, use
Oh,
that case
Ohio.
number because the video will be
Take it
attached
to
to the
Ohio.
report, so you can pull that when
Oh.
basically I'm going to write the report. Once it gets approved by my supervisor,
Oh.
you can pull it as evidence.
Oh, there you go. There
Okay.
goes the no contest order in Ohio because
Well,
Sean
we
had given it to the judge.
We got
Did you
somebody.
hear what he just said? He drove out of that gate, filmed us, and went right into that. It wasn't that he was filming because he was going somewhere.
Oh,
He did it on purpose, and this now proves it. We have proof.
Does that all the time. But
You're,
I
not, you're missing it.
mhm.
We have our
Yeah,
first
saw that.
proof.
But anyway, that is part of that video. Like I said, you can reference it with that case number. Okay.
I'm
So
excited by that. Thank you.
you're welcome. Okay.
That's going to Sean
Yeah.
right now. I'll
Was
have
there,
him pull it.
Was there anything else?
Oh, it's going to Sean. Sean's still on that case in Ohio? I thought Sean left the case in Ohio. Huh. Yeah, that'd be interesting.
I think I help you with it.
Nope.
You guys with? All right.
Oh, don't get sick though.
I'll try my best. I'd rather not.
Yeah, it's
All right. You guys need anything else? Please let me know. Okay.
Me and the baby. We can't even stay in the same building and take the baby to
No,
bed.
don't get filled with the, oh, you gotta go through the gate.
I have to.
No, I can
I'm
shut
sorry.
it probably.
We have to keep it zip tied here because otherwise you can see through.
I understand.
Oh, that is you just did one thing. Knowing that he went out of the there, that camera right there,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
Everything. The birdhouse is a camera. There's a camera right underneath that YouTube button. There's a camera. There's another camera, a field trail cam on that little post.
That's okay. You guys could just keep doing what you're doing. Okay.
We are
All right.
trying to stay the whole way from you.
Okay. Have a good day.
Yep, thank you.
Thank you.
There's decor. Well, it's that time. It is that time for a letter. You know that it's going to happen. So I hope you're ready for it. Here it comes.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Wiz, Nut.
An open letter to Lynette, John, starring in their own downfall. Dear Lynette, John, and the last delusional holdout still clapping for your pathetic reality show. You just keep giving us material, and now, thanks to your own words, we've got a front row seat to the collapse of your entire fake victim narrative. Hell, if there were a trophy for fastest implosion of a fake storyline, you too would have it in the bag. Let's start where it always starts. John, oh John, you kicked it off beautifully with the always classic, I didn't do anything wrong, but let me explain in 400 panic words why I'm innocent. According to you, Jeremy needed judgment to tell the judge. Of course, in your baked brain logic, that equals stalking, harassment, and a high-speed conspiracy to ruin your life. But you didn't waste a second before vomiting out the paranoid, I didn't do anything, probably because Hales is going to Ohio and he needed judgment to tell the judge, so he lied. Amazing. You start by denying anything happened, and then it's suddenly about Jeremy wanting pictures of my kid. And then he gets even dumber because you're crying you can't even let your daughter drive her brand new Jeep, which I might remind you, you plastered all over your own social media. How's the child? How's the child? Well, it's hilarious because for months, you've sworn on every platform that you never said it was taken out of context. That it was all just Jeremy lying. But there you are, spilling it all out like a toddler caught with a crayon and a wall full of scribbles. And what was your master plan, John? To blame Jeremy for what exactly? driving by on his own road, filming a public-facing property. You went full nutcase, whining that Jeremy's only goal was to get pictures of my kid. My daughter got a brand new Jeep and she can't even effing drive it out there. The absolute brain-melting stupidity of crying about the selling of the Christmas presents while simultaneously admitting you're parading her in public for sympathy points and donations of cash, but suddenly Jeremy is the problem because he might see her Jeep. Really? This is your big argument. To weaponize your kid for donations, internet clout, while setting up your own cameras to spy on Jeremy 24/7? Then you crank up the melodrama by crying, "We can't even let the kid outside because the bad man's out there." Oh, please. The only bad man around here is the one who taught this kid how to weaponize victimhood and parrot your lies for the camera. No, Lynette. Yes, Michelle. Your new stage name for the Christian mom routine. What a joke. You're just as pathetic. Just steps right in to shine with a peak hypocrisy as you're shrieking, "We built a privacy. We put up a shake log. Why is it not harassment for him to keep filming?" Because, genius, you don't get to start whining about Jeremy's cameras protecting his own property. Meanwhile, you're the one running a backyard NASA operation, bragging on tape about how many cameras that she and Felisa have to spy on Jeremy. That camera right there, the birdhouse is a camera. Under the YouTube is a button on a camera. Trail cam on that post. You're literally spying on your neighbors 24/7, filming every move, but the second the lens turns on you, well, you cue in those fake tears and the GoFundMe sob story. An absolute peak hypocrisy when you smugly declare, "We're doing everything we can to beg him to leave us alone." I'm really laughing. Are you kidding me? You've been running this scam for years. Filing bogus police reports, posting endless live streams, feeding footage to your greasy anti-what-the-hell's buddies, and keeping your kid front and center of every single one of these pity parades. You don't want peace. You want content. You want cash. The worst part is you're so addicted to the attention, you don't even realize how badly you keep screwing yourselves. Well, let's give a slow clap to your handwriting expert, Flex. We've already had the best handwriting expert in the United States look at the handwriting, and you know who it was? It's not mine. Wow, you're still riding that dead horse. Despite courts already swatting down your claims like flies, you keep clinging to the same tired lies like they're magically going to become true if you say them enough times. And your constant chant of Christian values, spare us, no one's buying that crap anymore. You're running a scam right out of the grifter's playbook, and everyone here sees it. The truth is simple. You built your entire brand around being victims, but every word out of your mouths proves you are the aggressors. You hide behind your cameras while accusing others of spying. You beg for donations while crying about harassment, and you trot out your kid as a human shield every time things get too real. You think this transcript makes you look like victims? It makes you look guilty as hell, paranoid, manipulative, desperate. And now you've put it all on record for the world to see. So let's recap the real story here. You got cameras everywhere spying on Jeremy. You got Felisa monitoring that footage like her life depends on it. You post and cry to the internet while claiming you want to be left alone. You weaponize your kid for sympathy while claiming Jeremy's the problem because the security cameras are on his own property. Well, keep those cameras rolling. Every time you hit record, you're documenting your own downfall. And we're watching, we're laughing. Oh, and to Deputy Dumbass, Dumbnuts, whatever you want to call yourself, let's cut the crap. We're years deep into Lynette and John's endless stream of fake accusations, YouTube drama, and weaponized harassment claims. And what do you do every time? Well, you show up, you smile politely, and let them run their mouths for 30 plus minutes, nodding along like some kindergarten teacher pretending a finger painting is high art. Here's the kicker, buddy. You know it's all bullshit. You say it's bullshit. Your own words prove it. You flat out admit. At this point, there's not going to be any kind of criminal charges or anything pressed. I'm just going to unfound the whole incident. Translation, Nothing happened, no crime, no case. So why the hell are you standing there like a prop in a personal reality show, letting them spew lie after lie? You know it's a scam. Let's spot the biggest joke of all, Lynette's righteous indignation about Jeremy's security cameras. Because she's wanted, we built a fence for privacy. We put up a shade cloth. Why is it not harassment for him to continually do this to me? Hold up his arm and come by and video your property every single day. Excuse me? She's talking about Jeremy's cameras pointed at his own property to protect himself from her while she and Felicia are running a 24/7 surveillance command center? In her own words, out her completely. That camera right there, the birdhouse is a camera, under that YouTube button is a camera, trail cam on that post. You can't make this up. She does have multiple cameras. She has them hidden. She has them in plain sight. They're all aimed at her enemy's property. She's handing the footage to Felicia, who sits on her bloated ass eating cheesy poofs, monitoring it around the clock. Lynette's entire grift relies on surveillance, yet she has never had the nerve to cry that Jeremy's the one harassing her because he dares to have cameras on his own land. It's beyond hypocrisy. It's delusional at this point. And yet, you stood there listening with a straight face. You didn't push back. You didn't say, ma'am, you've got more cameras than the Pentagon. Don't cry privacy when you're filming him too. No, you let that slide just like every other time. Even while Annette tried to stretch the truth to the breaking point. We're doing it. Leave us alone. Stop. She's sending daily videos to her YouTube pitbull Felicia. She's live streaming every sneeze that Jeremy makes. She's plastering the footage across every platform she can find. She's pushing the narrative so hard it's a miracle her Wi-Fi hasn't exploded. You know it. We know it. And Lynette definitely knows it. Let's talk about when John, his usual garbled mess of paranoia, started ranting about Jeremy's false reports. What did you say? Huh? Numbnuts? False police reports are more for somebody that's intentionally lying. I can't prove that exactly. So why do you keep letting them cry wolf? Why do you validate their fantasy world time after time while admitting over and over again it's civil, not criminal? You told them that stuff's to pursue the court or civil stuff, but it doesn't have anything to do with any kind of criminality type stuff, right? So why did you spend 30 minutes standing there being their therapist? Why give them the time of day when you know they're just going to chop up the footage, hand it over to Felicia, post it on YouTube as evidence that Jeremy is stalking them? You watched the video, you corroborated that Jeremy did nothing wrong, and still you walked away saying, I get your frustration. No. The response should have been, we're done. Stop calling unless there's a real crime. You've got civil options. Use them until then. Do not waste department resources again. But instead, you hand them yet another case number to wave around like a victory trophy, knowing full well it'd be paraded around on social media as proof that the cops are on their side. Lynette even gloated at the end. He didn't have a show for today. Now he does. Well, they're laughing at you. Officer Numbnuts, they're using you. And every time you show up, you hand them the content they crave. Let's not forget Lynette's whiny finale about the kids' Christmas Jeep, or the endless sob stories about the privacy while her camera's being footage straight to Felicia's living room. You've let the circus roll on long enough. You're not just a bystander. You become part of the ecosystem. You can't claim that there's nothing I can do while handing them exactly what they need to keep this con going. Every visit's another notch on the YouTube timeline. You should be telling them this is civil, handle it in court. We won't respond unless there's a real criminal allegation. Your camera obsession cuts both ways. You don't get to whine about privacy while you're running your own spy ring, and instead you let them spin their garbage uninterrupted, knowing damn well it's all a lie. This is my final word on this. To Lynette, you built your entire fake victim empire on spying, snitching, and scamming. Don't you dare cry harassment when Jeremy's cameras are there to protect him from you. Remember, dumbass, he has a protective order against you. To the officer, stop playing their game. Every time you show up, you fuel their next viral meltdown. The only way this ends is if you stop being their content farm and start enforcing what you already know. that you need to stop enabling these grifters, stop giving them the attention they crave, stop letting them turn your department into a prop for their internet circus. Show up, tell them it's civil, and leave. Until then, we're watching. We're documenting it all. Shizzy Wisnut, Dean of the Short Bus, Litigation Academy, majoring in how to wreck your own case in front of law enforcement in 100 words or less.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy Wisnut.
Ready to celebrate like the 4th of July when this crap is over. Unfortunately, your unhinged shenanigans keep this going for years. Thank you. Thank you. And we'll get past this part right here because it's going to get down to this next little conversation. This isn't something I wanted to show, but it's important that it be shown.
Now there's a motion to show cause. I'm sorry, a order to show cause as to why he shouldn't be sanctioned. This does not mean he's not going to get sanctioned for anything else. Okay. Does Bruce have to repeat what he already sent in? I love the judge asked for it and not just fine. Yeah.
I would love to work with Bruce to tell him what he should tell the judge, but he might get sanctioned if read all the freaking things I've already put on your damn desk.
Right.
Pay attention to what I've sent you. Go to the freaking links I gave you.
Right. It's all there.
Everything you needed to see to understand what Palama means, in addition to me spelling it out for you.
Oh my God, the whole Palama thing, they keep saying that. So apparently what they showed, this is hilarious. Guys, wait till you find out what this really is, okay? What's hilarious?
We know what it is. You're right. Deputy McIntyre became part of the What the Hell's ecosystem. You hear the silverware? Oh, that's just the the pipe hitting, the glass ashtray.
Hilarious is,
I mean, could be that, she's eating, but Tug Raid. Oh my gosh, you guys are almost in time. Welcome. Yeah.
because there was a picture of Shocket that is a public picture that's on everything that you can find on Shocket. That picture's there.
But you're using it to grift. Tug is finishing up. Man, Tug's had a long night. I mean, I had the news about the tonsil twins there. That's amazing. Welcome, Tug Raiders. Thank you very much, Death Angel. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Bringing in a little bit of love, a little bit of light, a little bit of thunder. Oh yeah. Hey Yamaha, how you doing? So unless the turds are transcendent testicles for fair use, yeah, no thanks. Thank you, Yamaha. I appreciate you, brother.
Is with a crown on his head with an acronym of Palomont.
So explain it. Explain what the point was of you using someone's image and then trying to make money off of it.
They think that Palomop is an insult.
No. What it appears that you're using someone's image to make money. But of course, you're too stupid to know the difference. What's up? How's it going, rat's ass? Tug Mug Raid, welcome, Tug Raiders, welcome.
Is it an insult? Is it insult?
It's not an insult of a person. It's a.
They didn't look at it as an insult. They look at it as you being improper.
Definition of an action.
Exactly. Okay. So is that's not defamation. That's basically truth.
Are you using it to make money off of? Hey, Kathy D, it is a tug raid. Well, thank you so much. That is a glorious raid. I love it whenever Tug raids. He is a man of many talents. I will tell you, you have no idea how talented that man is. Well, they were insulting. They are liars. Yeah, it was meant to insult, to defame, to cause problems. They don't quite get it, but of course, I wouldn't expect them to get much of anything. There you go. Look at that. That's for you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It is yes, thank you. Welcome, Tug Raiders. Welcome. Power of legal attorney managing operation. No, it's a flop. Death Angel. You know what happens whenever you do. I know why you do this, because you get
Welcome to the shit show.
Oh, every single day.
Every single day.
Oh yes.
A new flavor of fuckery. Cause everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of rocks. Monday, bullshit. Tuesday, bullshit. Wednesday, and then 4 more days of increasingly stupid, ridiculous, ignorant, boulder, dash, poppycock, politics, and fuckery. We'll do it all over again.
Thank you so much, Death Angel. Oh yeah, Death for supporting Shizzy and gifting the memberships. Yeah, I gifted memberships earlier tonight.
And they're trying to use it. It was like it's this bad thing, but in doing so, when they talk about it, they're like, "We've downloaded all the data." They went and they deleted everything on there, and but we downloaded all the data, and I'm like, really? What data did you download? The freaking picture? I'm like, there's been nothing on that site. So you guys are all lying your asses off. Not only did Jeremy lie about that, Megan lied about it. As if they've both seen any kind of crap on there. There's been nothing on there but a logo.
They wouldn't lie.
Huh? I know.
They wouldn't lie.
I know. So I'm laughing.
There's
and I'm
no
like,
such thing as a lying Brian Smith.
Yeah, and I'm like, they don't know who owns the damn thing.
Or
they don't know
things, Megan.
Unbelievable.
Oh boy. Well, I do have a nice letter for those two. You want to know my nice little letter? Oh, it's coming. It's going to come really hard. It's going to come really fast. You know this, right?
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy, Whiz, Nut.
I messed up. I messed that one up. Let me do this again. Well, I had the right one up here, but of course I'm about as slick as, well, I'm not going to say that. Yeah, I could, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. Where did it go? I had it here just a second ago. No, I didn't close it. There it is. Why is it not showing up? There we go. There it is. All right, let's get the nice little letter there. To the fleas. Yes, let's do this. Let's do this right. An open letter to the fleas. You wanted to be a part of this? Well, congrats. You're now evidence. Dear Fleesa and Fleabet, and the entire roach nest you call the ANTI-WTH's ecosystem. You know, I used to think haters of Jeremy Hales' channel were pathetic. Those sad little channels that cling to one person's name like a barnacle on the Titanic. But you? Well, you've managed to dig even lower. You're not just haters. You're not just trolls. You are grifters, feeding off a child's name, waving donate here links and pretending you're some moral crusade when you're really just emptying people's wallets to keep your basement internet drama going. You sat in your little echo chamber of grift and delusion, giggling and fumbling over legal concepts like two drunk raccoons pawing through a law dictionary. You just couldn't help yourselves. You had to open your mouths, and what spilled out was a confession, a meltdown, and a masterclass on how to accidentally incriminate yourself while trying to act smart. But let's start with the real showstopper. You admitted on video that you want to collaborate with Bruce on what he should tell the judge in response to the order to show cause. I'd love to work with Bruce to tell him what he's been telling the judge. Excuse me? You're out here admitting in front of the internet that you want to help a sanctioned attorney craft a narrative for the court while giggling about what he should say, as if that's not the exact kind of backroom coordination and influence peddling that gets attorneys hammered by federal judges. You're live stream clowns. You're not legal advisors. You're not strategists. You're two internet randos who think sitting on a YouTube panel makes you co-counsel. You're live stream parasites trying to launder Bruce's flops into your next streaming plotline. Then just to make it worse, you mock the judge. I love the judge. Not just fine, but he's like, you might get sanctioned. You love the judge, but you're mocking the process, knowing that Bruce is under fire. Instead of shutting your keg holes, you double down and play PR manager for a guy who just skipped a live hearing and now faces sanctions under Rule 11. And you're surprised he's on the chopping block? You're co-conspirators, handing Bruce PR cover for free because you think you're part of some noble anti-Hales resistance. In reality, you're twitching parasites clinging to the outer edge of the legal battlefield, hoping you can catch a little attention by licking the boots of a sinking lawyer. But let's get to the main event, the polyflop meltdown. You can barely contain your smugness as you spiral. They take polymorph precedence, so it's not an insult of person, it's the definition of an action. Oh, thank you, your honor of internet wordsmithing. So whenever you slap the label polyflop on a public figure's photo and run around the internet making mock logos with crowns and insider acronyms meant to humiliate people, that's not defamation, it's true. Newsflash, if your definition of an action is a made-up nonsense word meant to imply corruption, fraud, or unethical behavior, then yes, that's defamation if it's the target someone's character. Just because you babble legalese on YouTube doesn't mean it's protected speech. Ask Bruce, your out-of-state stoner mascot, that feels how it feels to be hauled in front of a judicial committee. And then, of course, comes the full unraveling. We've downloaded all the data. They deleted everything, but we got it. You say this while laughing that there was nothing on there but a logo. So which is it? You downloaded everything, or there was never anything to download? You can't have it both ways. But don't worry. You've already told on yourselves. You're so desperate to create a conspiracy that you're tripping over your own contradictory storylines. The more you talk, the more the courtroom highlight reel just fills itself in. And then, of course, you try dragging Megan and Jeremy into your fantasy, and Jeremy lied about that, Megan lied about that. They don't even know who owns it. Oh, honey, you just told us who owns it. You admitted you're the ones behind it. You're confirming the existence, intent, and usage of a smear site while accusing others of lying, when you are the ones caught bragging about manipulating it from behind the curtain. They're trying to use it like it's a bad thing, because it is. It's a coordinated smear campaign, and now you've documented your involvement. You're not just enabling Bruce's misconduct, you're neck deep in the ecosystem strategy of defaming Jeremy, Megan, and others under the mask of commentary. You're bragging about scraping content, archiving attacks, and sitting on a pile of digital garbage like it's some revolutionary act. But here's what you don't get. Every time you open up your fat mouths, besides stuffing more food into it, you tell exactly the world who you are. Every time you rant about your polyflop or helping Bruce, you move from being irrelevant trolls to active participated in a coordinated defamation campaign. You're not spectators. You're not innocent. You are on record as contributors, strategists, and PR flags. You're not just clapping from the sidelines, you're dirtying your hands in the middle of a lawsuit that could wipe you all out. You laugh at the judge, but here's the reality. When it comes crashing down, and it will, there's not going to be a Team Fleesa award waiting for you. There's not going to be there's going to be a bunch of legal fallout, subpoenas, and accountability that lands right at your little live stream table. So let it be known that you admit to coordinating behind the scenes, try to manipulate public perception of a sanction proceeding, mock a sitting judge, and reframe defamation as truth. They're not just cringe, they're evidence. You thought polyflop would be your clever in-joke. And you know what flopped hardest? Your attempt to look like heroes. You're not fighting Jeremy Hales, you're feeding off of him. Your existence depends on him. You're not defending Lynette, you are exploiting her. You're not protecting that child, you're using her as a shield to run your little donation grifts. Who holds the money? Who has the money? Is it the child? Is it you? Is it Lynette? So just keep talking. Keep laughing. Every word you say is just another nail in your own reputational coffin. Shizzy Wisnut, Dean of the Short Bus Litigation Academy, new masterclass, how to wreck your grift empire by live streaming every damn time you commit a criminal act. You morons. Jeez.
It is about time. Let's break this mother down. With Shizzy Wisnut.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much. 670 watching, 248 likes. Come on, people. Rub it, touch it, hit that like button, make it feel good, make it feel dirty. Might even have a little music for you whenever you make it feel dirty. Oh yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. No, I think everyone knows it. Nobody wants to say it. Nobody wants to admit to it, the garbage that they're pulling. But we all know that it's happening. Everybody sees it happening. What is that doing? Funky stuff. God bless America. Oh, I hit the wrong key. Arg. Give me a second. Let me pull this one up. Doggone it. I hit the wrong damn key. Arg. Why did I do that? Yes. Are you out of here? I understand. Needs 10,000 subs. That is my year-end goal. I will tell you, James, it is definitely my year-end goal. I do enjoy doing this, and it does take a lot. The key is demented. Only 272 likes, really? Yeah, it happens. It happens. Some people don't hit the like button. Some people just are not able to. It hurts them to just reach up and go, yeah. I know that. I know that feeling. I hate when that happens. Yes. Well, well, it is midnight anyway. We can go over some more of this tomorrow. We don't have to go over it tonight. It has been and of course, a lot of you guys have just joined in. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I am a little bit under the weather. I think I'm running a bit of a fever. That's why I'm just sort of not quite balanced out tonight. My brain doesn't seem to be functioning properly. It's because it feels really hot right now, like really hot. So I'm going to probably go ahead and kick this thing down and send you guys over. I'm sure there's something that's going on tonight. I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead. My brain, like I said, has been just in a block. It's just been a really long week. You know what that's like. If you understand, well, then you understand. It has been a just a long day, just a really long day. You're sick too. Okay, so it's not just me. MG Law. Hey, if MG Law is streaming, I will send you guys over there. I will tell you what. Let me see who is on right now. Well, it looks like you got Broken Baker. MG Law is on. Yes, because that is definitely the place you want to go see. Yeah, MG Law. I'll be probably going to sleep watching that because I don't think I can keep focused right now. I don't know if I'll have a stream tomorrow morning, unfortunately. Sometimes this stuff goes away whenever you sleep through the night. So we will see. Everybody have a wonderful night. Go show MG some love. Throw some bacon up there in the chat just to make him feel much, much more welcome. And I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow night. Have a good night. We will see you very soon. Peace.
Oh, you thought I was done, bless your heart, but I'm still living rent-free, it's a work of art. Call me daddy, call me nut, call me the goat. You're paddling upstream while I'm running this boat. You say, I don't care, yet you're glued to the screen. Caught up in my glow while you stay unseen. Your shade's like a breeze, it's barely a draft. Meanwhile, I'm the Picasso of roasting your ass. You say you're over me, oh how cute, but here I am, still the star of your loop. You're my biggest fans, don't even deny. So grab some popcorn when daddy goes live. Live. Call me daddy, yeah, shout it loud. King of your thoughts, I'm making you proud. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, headline act. Your background noise, and that's just a fact. Let's face the score. You hate that you love me, but you keep wanting more. You're like a dog chasing cars, you don't know why. But here you are, barking while I touch the sky. Your comments are gold, such comedy gold. Who hurt you? Oh wait, it's me, I'm told. You're keeping tabs like an unpaid intern while I'm cashing checks. When will you learn? Your timeline's a shrine to every move I make. I'd say thanks, but you're a nasty skank. Oh, Shizzy's washed up. Yeah, sure, Jan, yet here I am, the centerpiece of your plan. You hate watch my stream like it's Oscar night, but guess what, kiddos? I'm still shining bright. Call me daddy. Send in your bread, I'm still rent-free in your effing head. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy on your brain. I'm your mental landlord, you can't complain. Let's keep it real. You hate that I'm winning, but you love how it feels. Oh, I'm sorry, did I break your streak? You tried to ignore me for like half a week, but daddy's too spicy, you can't look away. I'm the train wreck you need every single day. So while you're out there with your plastic clout, I'm here sipping coffee watching you freak out. You're irrelevant, wow, what a take. Now go rewatch my vids while I count how much I make. I count how much I make. Call me daddy, yeah, own it now. I'm reading your brain and you don't know how. Papa Nut, Shizzy Daddy, let's set the bar. I'm the constellation, you're a burned out star. Embrace your role, cause I'm the main character. You're just an old ragged ass, burned out troll. So that's your bedtime story, kids tucked in sweet and snug. Shizzy Daddy's forever, you lose and you're stuck in the mud. Now say goodnight to Papa Nut, your mental pain. Oh wait, you will see me tomorrow's agenda, will see me tomorrow. Same obsession, same effing thing.
Hey, everybody.